Hey, what's going on? Ryan here with Intersection Records, and today we're talking about Willie Mays. Willie Mays passed away yesterday at the age of 93. Many regard as the greatest baseball player of all time, certainly of the modern era. The Say Hey Kid was born in 1931 in Westfield, Alabama. You know, he was a member of the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1979. He played from 1951 when he came up with the New York Giants till 1973 when he retired with the New York Mets. Went to 3 World Series, was a 1954 World Series champion. In that game, in Game 1, he made the famous over-the-shoulder basket catch that's, you know, in the center field. That was 500 feet out to center field at the Polo Grounds in New York. He missed, so his rookie year was 51, missed most of 52 and all of 53 in the war. Okay, he only played in 34 games in 52, missed the entire 53 season. And in doing that, he still was able to have a .301 lifetime batting average, 660 home runs, 2,069 runs scored, 1,909 RBIs, 3,293 hits, a lifetime OPS of 940. He played into his early 40s to 42 years old. So this lifetime .301 average and lifetime OPS of 940 includes declining years later in his career. 339 stolen bases. He again missed 2 seasons basically. He would have had 700 home runs. He would have had the all-time record for runs scored. He would have gone over 2,000 RBIs. He came back in 54 to win the MVP. He was a 2-time MVP, again in 65. The team moved from New York to San Francisco in 58. And, 24 All-Star games, 18 as a starter. Those are both records. He has the most All-Star game hits. He was the 1951 Rookie of the Year. Again, 2-time MVP, 4-time home run champ, 55, 62, 64, 65. 9 times he led the league in WAR. From 1954 to 1966, he was the most dominant baseball player on earth. 12 Gold Gloves, leading the league in WAR every year. Completely dominating an era of great players. Batting champion in 54. World Series champ again in 54. Led the league in stolen bases 4 times and had 339. 70 extra base hits in 13 consecutive seasons. That's a record. He was in the top 6 in MVP votes from 1954 to 1966 consecutively. 13 consecutive years he was in the top 6 in MVP votes. No one's ever done that. 4 home run game in County Stadium, Milwaukee, April 30th, 1961. Hank Aaron's on the opposing team. He hits 4 home runs. Okay, he's the only guy in the 600 home run club that hit 4 home runs in one game. 13 straight seasons of a 7.0 WAR. Lou Gehrig did it 10 straight seasons. 13 straight. It means you're the best player in baseball. Again, he missed 52 and 53 from the WAR. Comes back after the WAR, wins the MVP with a .345 batting average, 41 home runs, 13 triples, 110 RBIs, and wins the World Series. Only player ever with 3,000 hits, a 300 lifetime batting average, 300 home runs, which he had 660 home runs and 300 stolen bases. He has a lifetime, he faced 14 Hall of Fame pitchers in his career. 14 Hall of Fame pitchers in his career. He had a .286 lifetime batting average against those guys. This is over 1,300 plate appearances. He had an .859 OPS against those Hall of Famers. He hit 18 home runs off of Warren Spahn, 13 home runs off of Don Drysdale, 5 home runs off of Sandy Koufax. He and Mike Trout are the only players ever to have a season where he had at least a 320 average, 25 homers, and 30 stolen bases. And he did that twice in 58, in 57, and 58. He's the founder of the 50 home run, 20 stolen base club. 50 home runs in a year, 20 stolen bases in a career. It took 41 years for somebody to do that again. Has the most triples of anybody with 500 home runs. He had 140 triples. Almost made the 40-40 club. In 1956, he had 36 home runs and 40 stolen bases. In 57, he had 35 homers and 37 stolen bases. In a 956 OPS in high leverage situations. When the game's on the line in a high leverage situation, he had a 956 OPS. That ranks 5th behind Jimmy Fox, Stan Musial, Barry Bonds, and Hank Aaron. He was a superstar. He was number 24, is synonymous with Willie Mays. He was a superstar, really, of the modern baseball era in New York in the early 50s. You had Duke Schneider in center field for the Brooklyn Dodgers, Mickey Mantle in center field for the New York Yankees, and Willie Mays in center field for the New York Giants. He's arguably the most famous player of all time. Willie, it's a one-word name. It's just, a great long run. He was supposed to be honored in Alabama at the Cardinals-Giants game on Thursday, which is tomorrow, and he's passed away at the age of 93. I do music shows every single day on this channel. I'm a huge baseball fan, and I was not going to not talk about the greatest baseball player of all time today. Rest in peace. Say hey kid. Peace out. Take a look at my channel and subscribe if you like to. Rest in peace, Willie Mays.